What an honor to be here at WestPoint to talk about leadership. As I was thinking about this event, I was thinking about different leaders that affected my life and had a big influence on my life, and one just kept coming to mind. It's a person who influences both my personal and my business life, and it's my wife, Judy. Her approach to leadership is very subtle, but it just kind of builds on you, and to the point now where she influences every aspect of my life. When we met, I was a network administrator at a company called MindSpring, which was an internet service provider. One of the best things about working at MindSpring was I could take my dog to work. When Judy started, part of my job was training the new hires. I took my dog Coco in, and Coco sat right next to Judy, and that was it. Coco clinged on to her and introduced me to Judy, and 2 years later, we were married. So we got married at the height of the dot-com bust, and I was actually unemployed on the day of our marriage. And rightfully so, her family was a little worried and was asking Judy if she's making the right choice to hire some unemployed IT guy, right? But Judy saw capabilities in me that I never knew I had. I started working these, part-time jobs for small businesses around the valley of Arizona. But I decided I wanted to start an IT consulting business. But I really had a problem with self-confidence and who am I? I really did not know how to speak to business owners or anything like that. I just feel I did not deserve to do that. I was always just an employee. But Judy made me realize that I am the virtual CIO for all my clients, and I deserve to talk to the business owners and any C-level executives and express and have them understand the value of partnering with Bensinger Consulting. The second aspect that Judy really brings is confidence in my abilities and knowledge. Sometimes I think she knows my abilities and knowledge better than I do. We had a company that was being acquired by a very large publicly traded company. And part of this whole process of the acquisition was I had to talk to Ernst & Young IT diligence team. Well, let me tell you, the who am I just started screaming in my head again. Like, this company's huge. What am I doing talking to this guy? Not only was I worried about losing a client I've had for over 10 years, but I was worried about blowing it for him. I was worried about complicating it, slowing down the process, because after 10 years of having a client, they're more like friends. Judy sat me down. She's like, what are you doing? You know this stuff. You build out their whole network. You build out their whole infrastructure for this day. You know exactly what they're going to ask. You need to go into that meeting, and you just need to talk to them and say, look, this is what we do, and you need to ask for their business and keep going. So I'm like, okay. So I go into the meeting with, Ernst & Young, huge global company, and I start talking about the requirements that publicly traded companies have and how we meet those requirements in our infrastructure. And within 15, 20 minutes, I'm asking for their business, and I'm also asking to add more services onto their business. Now, this is a few years ago, and I'm still getting a check every month. Let's say, without Judy, I probably would have walked away from that client and lost that whole opportunity. The third great aspect I really love about Judy is she talked me into doing things I never thought I would do. One, right here at WestPoint, talking about leadership in front of all you great people. I was actually considered myself an introvert the whole time. I never considered myself a business owner. I was always an employee. I was just basically a follower. Now, Judy helped me gain the confidence where I can go into any conversation and talk to anyone at their level because I realize they need my unique skill set that I bring to them. She helped me understand that I have a unique ability of talking to a non-technical person, pulling out all the requirements for their business, and then acting out and delivering what they need through myself or talking to their internal IT staff, whatever's needed. We make it happen. Our client size range from small to medium to very large companies. No matter what the title is, I can now sit down and talk to these people, have a conversation, and feel very comfortable because I know my skill set. I'm grateful to have a partner in life that I can emulate leadership. Not only does she teach me the confidence, but she also teaches me about love. Love, I think, is actually a very big part in leadership. Thank you, Judy. Love you.